What's up guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Reviews on Anything. My name is Peter and today we are talking about groin protection, a very sensitive topic obviously. Groin protection obviously important when you are doing any kind of sports where you might have some kind of impact situation. Which is why a company called DiamondMMA reached out for us to review their Diamond Cup, Diamond Groin Protector. Now DiamondMMA obviously is a fight sport right away. But groin protection is also important in any kind of contact sport, from rugby, lacrosse, you name it. But also think of things like law enforcement or security, for example. Really any kind of situation where you are moving around but still need to be protected in your groin area. That's where the Diamond Cup really sets itself apart, because not only the product itself obviously is good and strong, but the system that they offer in terms of how you wear it and how you keep everything in place is quite unique and quite nice to work with and wear as well. So we're going to take a closer look and see what's what. Alright, so here we are with the centerpiece of the groin protection system. This is the Diamond Cup in all its glory. The first thing that stands out from the get-go is the size of it. You can see that it's quite a substantial unit. Give you a bit of context, my hands, I'm 6'1" and about 210, so I'm not a small guy. This is a big device. If you look at other solutions for groin protection, they're usually designed very narrow and very sort of tight to keep everything in place and to prevent that you have, a lot of bulk hanging around. Diamond went a different approach and they said, no, we want to have a big unit or a bigger unit because that offers more protection to begin with, but also it protects the entire groin area. All the male genitalia can fit in here comfortably and still have space to move around naturally, so it doesn't get uncomfortable. And that's actually a very interesting approach, I think. You can see that it has a two-tone design, black and blue. It's also two different materials. This is hard plastic. This is their 4-zone impact part. This is originally designed to deflect any kind of force away. That's why it's hard. And then there is a more flexible blue rubber around the edges of that. That obviously sits flush with your body like so. And that will distribute any remaining force that comes from the impact away through the rubber and then through your body. So obviously there will still be an impact when you get kicked in the groin or when you get hit in the groin really hard. But thanks to this design that it's first deflecting impact away and then absorbing impact through the rubber, significantly reduces the impact to begin with, but also still offers you full protection thanks to the big size. Obviously there's a lot of area for the cup to work with to distribute the force properly. And indeed, because there is so much space on the inside, there is plenty of space for your male package, as they call it on their website, to move naturally and breathe as well, and therefore making it much more comfortable. I like the design. For me, the little diamond on the front was not completely necessary, but it looks nice, I suppose, when it's out of the packaging. But in reality, this will live in the rest of the accessories, so you never really have a look at it. And I doubt that there's many people sitting around admiring each other's groin protector. Now, I said this was the centerpiece of the whole system, which is true. This is obviously what gives you the actual physical protection in your groin upon impact. So that is obviously the star of the show. But the system is not complete with a proper place to put it. If you just put this in your boxers or in your briefs, it's going to move around all over the place, and that is actually a flaw that most brands have. So Diamond went a step further and came up with several solutions that I'll show you. This is the first one. This is their quad strap, jock strap solution. As you can see, it has 2 straps in the back and 2 straps for around your legs. So this offers maximum sort of secure fit, so you will. It has a big, thick elastic band for around the waist and then a pull cord to make it nice and tight. And in here, there's obviously a little pocket where the protector will go in, and then you have to make sure it sits nice and tight in there. You put this on, and it is very comfortable to wear to begin with, because it's not a lot of material, but thanks to the straps it sits in place nice and tight and prevents any kind of movement. Because you can imagine when your groin protector starts moving around, it becomes distracting to begin with, but also it becomes a lot less safe, because when it's not in the right place anymore and you do get hit, that might cause even bigger problems than originally intended. So it's very important that it stays in place, and thanks to this quad strap, it certainly will. The downside of the quad strap though is that you might want to wear other things over it, so it might get a bit bulky. Another point of criticism is that the elastic straps are obviously very nice to keep it nice and secure, but it really depends on how big your legs are, if they are comfortable or not. So you might want to have to try out several sizes, not to mention that elastic will eventually wear out and get loose. So I would have liked to see some kind of adjustable strap here. Maybe not as elastic as these, and certainly where you can adjust the size to make sure it fits properly, and will also keep fitting over time. But it does the job really well once it's on. Now, if you don't like just the jock straps, Diamond also has a more integrated solution into a pair of boxer shorts. You can see here on the back it has the same straps, and if we look inside it has the same straps again as we saw earlier, now just integrated into a pair of boxer shorts. So this is a more sort of complete kind of pants. It's not really sort of traditional boxer short material, it's obviously sports pants material, but this is a bit more dressed, so you have a bit more material to work with, still providing all the comfort and all the stability that you want for your groin protector. It has the same pocket here on the inside where you put it in, and then once you put it in place, all is well, and you can tighten it with this strap. Now, in case you don't need a groin protector the whole time but still want to have a stable groin area, so to speak, you can use these boxers and sports briefs in one. It looks like normal boxer shorts, as you can see, but here on the inside there is actual, I hope you can see it properly, there's actual built-in sports briefs. So it gives you a lot more stability in the groin area, so to speak. Everything stays much better in place where it should be without flopping around. And it still looks nice, and it still looks, comfortable. It's comfortable to wear, and it will allow you to move freely without having to worry about your package shifting unwantedly. Now, this doesn't offer any kind of protection, obviously, because there's no pocket here in the front to put the groin protector in, but it is very comfortable. So, the groin protector from DiamondMMA, and actually the whole system that they offer, have they done it? Have they created the ultimate protection for your manhood? I have to say, in many ways, yes. I really like the approach that they took, saying, listen, we need a bigger unit to begin with to not only protect the groin, but also to allow your male genitalia to move around freely and normally as possible, in order for you to be able to move as normal as possible. So that is a fundamental part of the design process, saying, no, we're going to take a different route than the traditional, as narrow and as tight as possible product design. Now, making a good groin protector is obviously a very solid first step, but I really like how DiamondMMA went a step further and said, okay, we have the base unit now, this works great, but how do we integrate that into the wearer's situation, whether that's law enforcement, security, or maybe an athlete? Doesn't matter, it needs to be comfortable to wear and it needs to be functional, so it needs to stay in place. And then sort of looking at solutions on how the wearer can wear this most comfortably and how it can stay in place the best is really smart, because the product can be as good as you want, but if it doesn't stay in place, obviously the whole product is pointless. Now, with both the full jockstrap and the integrated jockstrap into the boxer short, I think DiamondMMA has created a perfect environment in which their product can function the best. They really create a situation where it is secure, where the fit is perfect, and where it doesn't move, therefore fully utilizing the size of the unit to make sure it is at optimal performance. Besides that, giving the wearer two options on how to wear this also is smart, because it gives a bit of flexibility. Not everybody likes jock straps, not everybody likes boxer shorts, so by giving a combination, you can still give the wearer the feeling that he has something to choose that fits best for his situation. Now, it's not perfect, there are still things to improve. Personally, I think the main issue is the elastic straps around the legs. Like I said earlier in the video, I think over time those will wear and get loose, especially when you step on them a few times. I would have liked to see some adjustable straps that are non-elastic there, so you can still make it as tight as you want, being as secure as you want without it getting uncomfortable, but still have the flexibility of not having to worry about the elastic wearing over time. Besides that though, I think it's a pretty good all-round package, especially when you take into consideration the boxer briefs, for example, that are not offering any kind of protection but still offer you a lot of sort of stability for your manhood when you're doing any kind of sports, whether that's running or playing tennis. You still want everything to be nice and tight and in place without it flopping around. So I think with those three products combined with the groin protector itself. I think they've had a nice and solid product lineup that you can use in really any kind of sport, whether that's MMA or rugby, but also, like I said before, law enforcement and so on. And the boxer brief you can pretty much use in any kind of active situation. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the DiamondMMA Groin Protector system. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel, that always helps us out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!